Good morning, everyone. It's Mary Agnew with the Sacred Threshold. It is Sunday, March 24th, 2024. I am really laughing at myself because obviously I'm not at home. I'm traveling today. And all morning I kept thinking, okay, I'm going to do my live. And all of a sudden I realized, oh, I do my live an hour earlier. I should have been on here an hour ago. And somehow got my time zones completely messed up. And so I'm just laughing about that because years back, I would have been like, oh, freaking freaked out about that. And how we can be, like, oh my God, I'm such an idiot. How could I do that? Blah, 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 blah. And now I just laugh about it and go on with my day. This year, my sister and we set the same word for our word of the year, and our word of the year is joy. If it doesn't give us joy, we're not doing it. And I love doing these lives. And so I thought, I'm just going to go with joy about this. I know you guys will catch this when you catch it. And I know I'm not going to be put up on the cross for messing up and doing it an hour later. So on we go. And I'd really love for all of us to drop into that because, particularly as women, we hold ourselves to impossible standards. Perfect wife, perfect mother, perfect this, perfect that, sister, aunt, neighbor, worker, all of those things that we set such an impossibly high bar, and it sucks the joy right out of everything we do, doesn't it? So really this week, work on joy, laughter, laugh at yourself if need be, laugh at me because I completely messed this up, but who cares? Life will go on. It is not the end of the world. So that is my little thing for this morning. Though, I keep getting tapped to also talk about relationships and find joy in relationships. I have been working with so many people lately that relationships are up. Relationships with ourselves, relationships with siblings seems to be really up right now for a lot of people. And relationships with parents, with spouses, with kids. So take a look at your relationships too. Where is the joy? Where is the joy? Where can you find the joy? And if there is no joy, maybe it's time to take a step back, take a little breather, take some time for yourself to consider, what's going on here? What's really going on? Stepping out of that victim mode of, well, they did this to me, they said this to me. Let's step out of that and have that broader view of what's my role. I'm not saying blanketly forgive people, but I'm just saying step back and consider all the aspects. So, okay, guys, let's take a look and see what our card is for this week. Our card this week is the experiencing card. Now, you see that this person, this woman, she's not just out for a stroll. And she's not just blindly walking by a tree and just happens to touch it. She is having a communion with this tree, truly tapping in. And this is talking to us about taking the time to truly experience other people, but also literally the tree of knowledge, the tree of life, the tree that brings joy to you. So this week, take a look at that. We have the opportunity to really communicate with others. Maybe even have this challenge. Spouse, kids, a friend, when you meet with them, just say, hey, let's just try something for a second, and take your hands, hand to hand, and just look each other in the eye, even if it's for 20 seconds without speaking, and just look into their eyes, into the soul of them, experience them. It's also equally important for you to experience yourself. Go to a mirror, put your hand up to the mirror, look yourself in the eye. Sometimes that's hard to do. Do it. It's a muscle to be exercised. And experience. Now, literally, I do love this time of the year in particular. I'm a big tree hugger any time of the year, but I really love going out this time of the year when the trees are really starting to come in most parts of the country. And find yourself a tree. If you're in a big city park, go and sit at that tree or lean up against it. Nobody has to know what you're doing. And I don't care if people do know what I'm doing, but, I get it that there are places where that might not be so acceptable. But you can find ways to do it. If you're out in the country, all the better, because you can just go to a tree. If not a tree, sit on the grass and put your hand on the grass and experience that grass. You see, let's take the time, because our lives are so, let's be here, and if we're not here and here and here, let's look at our phone, and Let's take the time to experience our lives. Yeah, doesn't that sound like a good goal for this week? Experience your life. So let's do a quick meditation about that. Rub your palms together, get them good, the chakras good and activated. Hands on your heart. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale, and come centered in your body. Come centered. Come home to yourself. And I'd like you right now to experience your heart, your soul. I always love to start with you saying to yourself, with the weight of your hand upon your heart, say to yourself, I love you, I love you, I love you. And breathe that love in. Love, the building block of all. Breathe it in and exhale it out to share that with the world. So you're giving and receiving at the same time. That is how you be of service to others and of service to yourself. Experience once again your soul alighting and settling peacefully within you. Set that intention that you are going to experience your life this week. The bumps, the bruises, and the joys. Particularly taking note of the joy in your life this week. The sun, the rain, if that's what you like. I'm in a snowstorm right now. Wherever you are, be there. And feel, experience, find the joy. Another deep breath in, exhaling that out to the world. Your love, your joy. Knowing that we can coat the entire world with our love, our joy, and bring comfort to those in need. And inhaling the divine one last time. Rub your palms back together again as you close. With great gratitude, say thank you, thank you, thank you to yourself for showing up today. And thank you, thank you, thank you to all the other people that you reached with your joy, your love, your experience. There we go, guys. So Mary Agnew with The Sacred Threshold. All this can be found here on The Sacred Threshold on Facebook, or my website is also The Sacred Threshold. Thank you for bearing with me today as I came on an hour late, and I will see you all. Oh, next Sunday is Easter Sunday, so we'll see. I may be on or I may not. So, all right, I'll take care. Bye now.